back to Politricks Watch. This is Sir P. Now, just when I think a case done spooky already, it turns out it can get even spookier. I'm talking about the court case surrounding the now deceased Dr. Bloomfield, who was also an MP. He was killed in 2019. Now you might be wondering to yourself, then which gang bad so? The clans are the one or the stone crusher. I mean, when it reach MP and certain sectors of society, so it's no longer a typical street badness. And the murder weapon is unlikely to be the AR-15 or a cheap Glock. Right? You see, this story has always been spooky. Right? Usually when the victim is somebody of the status, usually you say there's no witnesses. It normally happen inside one house, right? And then usually find them in a quote unquote compromising position. It's the same story over and over. And none of those same things happened in this case. Right? The former Eastport and MP was found with, let's just say, no clothes on. People say naked as the day born. So they find him with over 20 odd knife wounds. Right? So when you see a pattern in them kind of story, right? Stab wounds, multiple stab wounds, right? In a house, look like nobody tear off the grill, nobody tear off the window. Right? It look like say the person who was let in. Same story over and over. So Dr. Bloomfield was found by one of his domestic staff, Then turn up work and see the grill and the door open up. Then I think nothing of it because they must have him probably somewhere in the yard. Next thing you know, the helper go in there go find him. Right? And just start scream out and that's how people start react. Now after them hold on a youth and let him go, hold on him again, we hear say quote unquote scientific evidence linked Simeon Sutherland to the premises. This was in 2019. The CM Simeon Sutherland actually confessed that he was in the presence of the MP earlier, but him don't know about the killing. So he must say they run him, but when him was dead, him already gone. He wasn't there. That was FEMA argument. So now fast forward to last week. It's now time for court. The prosecution is being led by DPP Paula Llewellyn. Now before I'm going any further, let me just say this. Many think say Paula Llewellyn stopped take cases herself, as in she stopped lead cases herself, because in the Klansman trial, she was not the main person we are see. This is strange to me. Again, yes, I'm a little YouTuber. I don't know how the experts come to this kind of conclusion, but I was looking to see Paula Llewellyn on the Klansman trial. I thought she would be leading them case there, and she'd be the one in court, going up against the defense. I mean, it makes no sense to me why the DPP wasn't the lead prosecutor on the Klansman case. Right? That's like leaving off one of your best players in a big game. Like, imagine Man City go play Liverpool and them decide say, you know what, here we're going to do. We're going to bench De Bruyne here, man. Bench De Bruyne and bring on somebody else. It don't make no sense to me, but again, as I say, I'm no expert. So in this case, Paula Llewellyn is the lead prosecutor. She was the one who was supposed to go toe-to-toe with another King's Counsel. So now, him name a call. Simeon Sutherland, step forward. Simeon Sutherland, step forward. They call him name, nobody can see. Only if you hear say, man gone missing. This might just be the worst, quote-unquote, escape we've seen in recent times. This one is worse than Boxer. At least Boxer, quote-unquote, escaped from a jail cell. He was locked up. This youth escaped from the steps of the courthouse. You can't make this up. Parents them said them drop him off. He come out of the car and them a look for seeing going to the courthouse when them see him walk. Then them say them a drive side of him, like them a say, oh, where you go? And the next thing you know, he vanish. Don't ask me if it makes sense to that story. That's just a story for me to say so. Between him walking away from the courthouse and the parents him a drive side of him, I don't know if like Boxer, he also has a sharing gun. Because them say him a drive side of him, I don't listen. That judge said I'm the way him turn next. What, him run gone? I'm going on next car? Like, what happened next? He just done this so. Him could have run me at any time. But him wait till the day of the trial, when he reach at the courthouse, and that's when him decide to pull a film grade escape. Don't make no sense to me. But as I say, just I read when I see it. So as you can imagine, there was a lot of skepticism surrounding the quote-unquote escape. Right? The DPP, right, is saying that how we even know what the master right now on a unicorn because this doesn't make no sense. And come to think of it, wasn't Boxer also a client of the same lawyer? And Boxer did this. Anyway, the lawyer said him very surprised and he was so annoyed, right, with what Simeon do. That's him tell the judge say him don't want to be, right, the lawyer anymore to this client. The judge said that might be too late because right now things are about to proceed. And you know, say if they go start change lawyer now, then the trial are delay even further. So we're going to see how that turn out. But this case is just too spooky. This youth runway on the court day as he's going in the courthouse. He was on bail. Why him never just run me when he was on bail? He have more time, less scrutiny. I don't understand. Right? This don't make no sense to me at all, but as I say, we have to just work with what we see. And the papers, we have to work with the official story. But it sounds like the story is missing something. This case from start to finish seems to have more questions than answers. Right? From the MP losing his life, right up until him court day. But since we're on the topic of people on bail vanishing, we could talk about the new Bail Act. Right? Because just like the recently passed Firearms Act, right, the Bail Act is going to supposedly, right, deal with people who are on bail and them have scanned better. Right? Me see like they must say there's going to be tracking devices for some people. Right? So it's going to be interesting. Matter of fact, maybe this escape might actually help many of your favorite politicians help bring in the Bail Act a little faster. Because when them hear say one of them colleagues, right, justice might be delayed or denied, they might say, you know what, we have to take this thing as serious. We have to make sure say this can't happen again. Right, so who knows? We're going to see what happens. But the Bail Act is on its way, from what we are hearing. This is one of the 3 updated laws that I've said, in my opinion, of course I'm not a local YouTuber, but this is one of the 3 laws I'm going to say, right, Jamaica need if you have any kind of serious effect on crime. Which 3 laws, or which 3 acts? The Firearms Act, the Bail Act, and the Corrections Act. The Firearms Act, especially as it relates to illegal possession of firearms and the trafficking of firearms, right, that one is key. You've seen that one updated now. Right, the Bail Act, when man dey on bail, who get bail, what type of terms they get bail upon, etc. And the Corrections Act is man that jail already. What happened to them if them do certain things, you know? Get catch with phone and make call and put out hits and them thing there. Right. Them 3 things there have been seen. But here's the thing. After the 3 laws them up and running, firearms, bail, and corrections, they must be enforced to be taken seriously. Let me say that one more time. These laws must be enforced for people to take them seriously. Because here's the thing. Laws only work when people see them working. Oh, I like that. I like that one. Can somebody in the PIA write that down for me in the comment section? No, I forget that one. Laws only work when people see them working. It's enough time to say some things and may not just forget about it later on. People have to remind me how I say months after. I forget about it and talk about myself. Might have to go add that to the collection alongside things like is there a candy and I want to do it. So, what do I mean by that? I want thing to put in laws, but unless you enforce it, nobody in the business. There are laws in place to stop corruption from politicians, but you don't see politicians going to jail for corruption. Therefore, your favorite leaders them don't take it serious. Any day, politicians see 2-3 MP got jail for 15 years, I bet say corruption is started. It have to be enforced. It have to be enforceable. people have to see it work for them respect it. So the Firearms Act, man have to go see 87s I get locked up and I actually get the sentence. Man have to actually see people who are traffic firearms get catch and get the sentence for them say, oh, Iron Man serious, man. You know what? Better me easy myself, you know? Just writing new law on paper don't mean nothing. That's enforced. Because as I said a while ago, laws only work when people see them working. And this is a problem right across Jamaica. We have laws, but we not see them at work. We're not seeing them enforced. So them tell man say, yo, if you drive like this, and you pick up this amount of ticket, and you do this and that, then this is going to happen to you. And nothing happen. So what people do? Continue in them always. Why would I take it seriously? It's like a child. Every day you come here and talk about, if I come from school this time, then this is going to happen. I'm innocent on happen. Why would the child take it seriously? I think it gives more on your words. So we have to see how this works. Very interesting. So regarding this murder case, now we're trying to see what happens if or when them catch him. Because if them catch him and then go back at trial and then beat the case, this will have to go down as the spookiest case in modern history. But surely there cannot be any more twists and turns. Surely. But we will see. Anyway, Patreon squad, big up on yourself. Yeah, I don't know. More like Ultra squad. See you circling. Bless.